What is going on, guys? I don't want to wake up the family, so I had to go out to the car. I want to be one of the first people to break the news. By the way, thank you so very much for getting me over 200, guys. I really appreciate it. Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, guys. Wow. I don't know whether you saw the fight or not. There was plenty of people that were live streaming it for free. But basically, the whole event was kind of crazy. A lot of concerts. It took forever for the fight to happen. And then when the fight did happen, some people got their money's worth. Some people said, no, this fight was rigged. It was fake. It was just whatever. Jake Paul won. In 58 seconds of the very first round. He KO'd Ben Askren. Now, here's the story. Here's the gist around the KO, okay? Basically, they kind of came out doing like a little fill out, you know what I mean? A few punches was thrown. Jake landed a 1-2 on Ben, basically hit him with the left, and then he came straight with the right because Ben had the tendencies of keeping his hands down. I believe if you watch one of Chael Sonnen's videos, he said if Ben was to lose, that would be one of the things that would cause him to lose. Ben had the tendency to keep his hands down, and hey, Jake exploited that. Did I see this going like this? Absolutely not. I definitely saw Ben being a lot tougher. I definitely saw Ben staying in the fight a lot longer. Now, when Ben was knocked down, he did stand back up. He was not knocked clean out. He stood back up. He accepted the mandatory 8 count like he was supposed to. He told the referee, yeah, I'm ready, let's go. And the referee told him, basically, no, you're not. And he waved the fight off. I would say almost immediately everybody I saw from the live stream and things like that said that the fight was stopped way too soon. Even some of the announcers and things that were announcing the fight said the fight was stopped way too soon, that, it should have been allowed to go on. But you have to ask yourself the question, you know what I mean? I wasn't in the ring. What did the referee see? Maybe the referee felt like, Ben Askren was too wobbly, too shaky or whatever. And, that was that. I will say it was a hard fall, guys. Ben did fall pretty decently, So maybe the referee felt like after that fall that Ben, wasn't quite on stable legs at the end of the 8 count. Now, I can't tell you that Ben wasn't on stable legs. I can tell you that Ben said he was ready to go. But however, you do have to ask yourself the question, would it have changed anything? If the fight had continued to go on, would Ben have persevered, or would Ben have been knocked down again and maybe seriously hurt? I don't know. The one thing I told you guys in the video before this, whatever happens is history. You can't change history. Woulda, coulda, shoulda just don't matter in the world of fighting. I did definitely say it was unpredictable. This was very unpredictable, guys. This was very unpredictable. I know to a lot of people, they say, well, Jake Paul was definitely going to win. He was going to be dominant. He was going to be this. He was going to be that. He was going to be da-da-da-da-da-da. But you have to see it sometime to believe it, because, you just don't always believe it. You know what I mean? What's next for Jake Paul? I do not know. Who will Jake Paul fight next? I do not know. There was a guy, an actual boxer tonight, that called out Jake Paul. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see Jake Paul box another boxer. Maybe he'll fight another MMA fighter. Maybe eventually the MMA fighters will wisen up and be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to lessen my skills to give any guy a chance to beat me. If you want to beat me, get your behind in the cage and let's really fight. I think that's the moral of the story that we definitely learned tonight. You know what I mean? If you can kick, punch, wrestle, knee, do submissions and stuff like that. Don't limit yourself to give another guy the chance to look like he's like that much more dominant than you. And that's basically what Ben Askren did. He made Jake Paul look like he was just that much more dominant. And I do believe on any given day in the streets, Ben Askren would take Jake Paul down and pound him out. But however, in that ring, he was not able to do it. Ben Askren was able to close the distance. He was able to get his hands around Jake, but there was no takedown. He limited himself on that. And Jake Paul definitely showed, I will say, a boxing paralysis. He definitely has some skill, guys. I'm going to be real with you. Jake Paul definitely has some skill, He's been training for 2 to 3 years, and it's beginning to show off a little bit, I would say at this point, unless you are a dedicated striker in MMA, or you a dedicated boxer, he wouldn't be someone who, just an off-color wrestler or someone with lack of skill like we saw at Ben Askren when it comes to stand-up should probably challenge in just a straight-up boxing match. Because I will tell you, you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's. Was that a quick call? Yes, absolutely. I think it was a quick call. I think the referee called it really, really fast. But, excuse me, guys, it's late, man. But could I tell you that it was going to change anything? That part, I'm not sure of. I'm not sure if Ben Askren would have made any improvements, because the first initial knockdown came at 58 seconds, guys. 58 seconds of the very first round. You still have plenty of time to fight, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to try to shake off the cobwebs, early on to get back into the fight. And I'm not sure if Ben Askren was capable of shaking off the cobwebs early in the fight. The referee just said he felt like Ben was too shaky. Ben was definitely very upset. He did not feel like he was given a chance to really fight. I don't know, man. You guys, that's the fight business, Dana White, he bet a mill on Ben Askren. Sorry, Dana. Look like you might owe a mill. Many other MMA fighters and fighters alike really bet big money on Ben Askren. This is definitely a big blow to Ben Askren's pride. And, sorry guys, in career. So, I don't know, man. I stayed up late to watch something that I don't even know if I watched. I'm hoping that I actually fell asleep. And tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to at least hear about a good boxing match between Ben Askren and Jake Paul. I don't really care which one of them in reality won, like if this was a dream, but at least a good boxing match, guys, because 58 seconds, guys. Wow. Wow. That's pretty quick. You know what I mean? But I will give you that. If you do get a chance to see the fight, it was definitely a clean left and a clean right. You know what I mean? If you don't get your hands up, they're not even glancing. They're just that solidly clean. You can't be put down. So, I'm not going to take anything away from Jake Paul. I'm not going to deny Jake Paul's victory because, like I said, whatever happens in the history books happen. And tonight in the history books, he won his fight in 58 seconds. So there we have it, guys. It's your boy Moto MMA, aka Jason Ball, saying thank you so very much for getting me to 200. Please continue to like and subscribe. And you guys have a good night. I'm gonna get some sleep. Peace.